right, so let's have a look at what I've done so far. I've actually added a few more little things here and there, so I've added a few more descriptions, and you'll see why in a sec. I'm just going to bring up my, here we go. This is kind of my breakdown of what I want to happen, which I'm going to actually copy and put into here. I'm just going to put it around about here. You don't need to put something like this in. Oops. There we go. So that's just going to give me a brief breakdown of how I'm working with it. So the player needs to find these items. They need to find a key card and a pod code to escape. So key card to open the door, pod code to escape. The player can find a flamethrower with the weapons code. The pod code is hidden in the bridge. And that's why I've gone through and described some things where it might be hidden. So it says there is a body on the floor. Maybe that prompts the player to search the body. Player needs to the key card is in the mess hall on the body of the chef, so the chef is slumped over his bench. Flamethrower is in the barracks, and that's here. There is a weapon rack here. Weapons code is in a crate in the docking bay, so you're in the docking bay. There are a bunch of crates here. So I've given descriptions, and of course I'm just writing this very quickly. You can spend more time being creative there. I'm just writing the absolute basics. The player will also need to avoid the alien. Now, what I'm going to implement is, if you looked at my exemplar, there's a thing in there where the player has to move around and avoid the alien, and it will tell you if it's in the next room. It'll say you can hear this, and if you enter the room, then too bad, you die. But I'm going to somehow figure out a way to do that. I probably won't do it in this video. Instead, what I'm going to do is add those items to the room and make it so the player can search and pick up those items. So let's see here. Some of the items I'm not going to add to the room. Okay, I don't want them to be in there. I only want them to be able to be found if the player looks for them. So let's see, what do we want? I don't actually want to add any of these items to any room, but I do need to create them. So I'm going to set up, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get rid of that. I am going to set up the pod code. Equals item pod code. I'll just call it, I'll call it pod code. And pod code dot description equals, it's a sheet of paper with the number 1354 written on it. That'll do. And I want the weapons code equals item weapon code, and weapons code dot description equals a sheet of paper with the number 56. There we go. On it. Full stop. I don't know if there's a way to disable that auto text, because it's kind of really annoying when I don't want to do any of the stuff in there. I just want it to come up normally. All right, and there was one more thing, flamethrower. Flamethrower equals item flamethrower. I could maybe put it as flamethrower, lowercase as well, but it's not an issue. So flamethrower.description man, I'm typing really bad today, equals, it's a big gun. Okay, it's a big gun that throws flames. Sounds pretty apt description. All right, so now what I've got there is I need to allow the player, I've got all my items, sorry, but I've not put the items anywhere, and that's okay. All right, what I need to do is to actually allow the player to get these items from somewhere and add them to the inventory. So I will just add one more item. I will just add one more item so there is an item just lying in the room somewhere. And we'll add them here. So items we'll say food equals item called chips, and food dot description equals packet of chips. And then down here, I'm going to say messhall.items.add food. So I've got some items in here which will work when I write a take function. Okay, so what I need to do, there's a few different ways to do it. I don't want them to be able to discover these items just walking around, type get keycard or whatever. I want them to be able to actually search the places and then have the items show up. Okay, so if I do this, I can do this way. So at when, and I'll do search body at when look at body at when search man at when. Oh, that's actually enough. I think when look at body, search body, look body, those three things will be enough. Define search body. Okay, so what happens here, what I want to do is I want to first check if they're in the correct room. If they are in the correct room, then I want to add the item to the room and then they can pick it up. So I'm not adding the item to the room until they've actually discovered it. So here we go, I'll do if current room equals mess hall, print search the chef. In his pocket you find a, what did I say the chef had? It's up the top here, key card. Find the key card. Actually, I might rewrite that. I don't want to say you find a key card. That implies that I pick it up. As you pull his body back from the table, a key card falls to the floor. Then I can go messhall.items.add keycard. All right, so that keycard is going to be in the room. Let's test this out. So if I go to, currently it says look, and the look says a keycard is here. So we can run this now. Assuming I've got no errors. Probably have a bunch of errors. Oh, of course, double equals. Okay, you're standing the bridge, lights flash, there's a body on the floor. Looking through the main viewport, you see the vastness of space and massive floating debris, partly your ship, caused by the crash from the boarding invaders. Probably going to have a little intro before this. It doesn't tell me the exits, which I need to sort out. So I'll do that in a minute, but I know which way the mess hall is. It's west. And the lag on this is terrible. Go north. You're in the barracks. There's a weapon rack here. Go west. You're in the mess hall. A chips is here. Probably should have called it a packet of chips, but if I say take chips, nothing will happen. I haven't done that. Also spelt it wrong. But if I type search body, you search the chef. As you pull his body back from the table, a key card falls to the floor. If I look now, it says a key card is here, a chips is here. So you need to kind of think about grammar when you write these things as well, if it makes sense. So I might actually change that to say packet of chips, and that way I can change it. The first one is the one that will be used. Any other ones are the ones that players can use. So I'm pretty sure I've talked about that before in class. So I can do that, and then I can do, maybe if I do at when search chef, because someone might type that in, I can do this, but I'm going to go if the current room equals the mess hall, if current room, actually I might do that as a separate one. Okay, so I could do that as a separate one and then essentially copy this same thing. I'll do that. So at search chef. What am I doing? At when search chef. I don't need the underscore. Or look at chef or whatever. Def. I'll just call this search chef. Now sometimes you may need to do this. There are other ways. Oops. I could do this with less code, but sometimes it's not the most efficient way. This is pretty quick to do. Else print. You don't see a chef here. Okay, that way if they type search chef and they're in the other room, I'm not including it in here, so it's not going to say, oh, there's a keycard on the floor and add it to the room in the bridge. But I can do that here. If current room equals bridge, print as you move towards the body on the floor, you notice what did I say was on there? Got a terrible memory today. Pod code is hidden in the bridge. You notice a slip of paper in the pocket of the captain. Okay, now I might need to change this here to say something else. Slip of paper, paper, and so on. Okay, so it's kind of tricky, because this is also a sheet of paper as well, but it's okay. You don't want to have the same descriptions twice. I might just leave that like that, and then it will maybe down here it has numbers on it. It may be a code of some sort. Full stop. All right, so we've got those things. That's all fine, and then I will add that to the room. So this is going to be bridge.add bridge.items.add pod code. All right, we'll ignore the Steam chat for now. There's obviously going to be some issues here. Okay, currently I haven't made any way to change or take the code from the room, take the key card from the room. I've only added it to the room, so I haven't written that take code. But I may just throw in some code in here that I've already written because we've already kind of covered that in class. So this one here, and I'll put this in here. So at when take item, I prefer get item, but both of those will work. Then take item, object current room.items.take item, if object say blah blah blah. Now there is a problem here. If I go back and search the chef, then that key card's already going to be added to the room. It's going to get added again. It's going to create another key card. So what I can do, and I'm not actually going to show you how to do this, but I can kind of tell you how to do this. The reason I'm not going to show you is because this is kind of getting into the merit excellence area. So I'd like everyone to be able to get achieved, and I can kind of give you the tools for that. But for the merit excellence, that comes through testing, and all the stuff that we've done, you should be able to kind of think about that and think, how can I actually test to make sure, oh my goodness, think and test how to make sure that the item is maybe not already in my inventory or not in the room. So what you would want to do is have a condition here before you print this out, that would check if I'm just going to quit Steam so it stops coming up. There we go. If the key card is in the room, so if you can find it in the mess hall items, or if you can find it in the player's inventory, then you might want to print something else. You can say you search the chef, but there's nothing here. So an example of that, and I may as well kind of give a simple example. If mess hall .items.find, and we'll write keycard. You have to find a string here. You can't, I don't think you can do .find and the name of the item. Oh, we'll see. .keycard or inventory.find keycard. Print to search the chef but find nothing else. Okay, and then I can do an else here and do that. Okay, so this is kind of what it's going to look like. Let's test this out. So go west, go north, search chef. Now obviously I'd need to do it to the top one as well. I've only tested the bottom one, so I will type search chef. Yeah, okay, these here, it needs to be a string. I'm pretty sure I called it keycard here, yep. Okay, so let's run that again. Go west, go north. Packet of chips is here. Search. You can see that packet of chips now makes sense, but I can type get chips. In fact, I should be able to type get chips. Get chips. You pick up the packet of chips and it gives me an error. Inventory is not defined. So that is another issue which I'll have to add here. Inventory equals bag. I'm not sure why I hadn't done that right at the start. Go west again, go north, go north. Get chips. You pick up the packet of chips. Inventory. I haven't actually done that code, so that doesn't matter, but trust me, I'm carrying a packet of chips. If I look, it's not in the room anymore. Search chef. So if I look, there's a key card here. If I type search chef again, you search the chef but find nothing else. If I get the key card, you pick up the key card, I'm carrying it. It's not in the room. If I search the chef again, you search the chef but find nothing else. I can't get another key card. So I've accounted for those things. Now, if you manage to get it so that you can get 50 key cards, but the rest of the program kind of works and you can finish the game even though it's full of bugs, that's kind of your achieved level. But getting this stuff here and making sure you're accounting for these boundary cases where, well, there shouldn't be more than one. So if you search it again, does it create another one, or you've got those checks in place? That's kind of moving towards the excellence. I think I've probably said enough in this video. It's, I don't know how long now, 17 minutes. So I'll stop there. But once again, if you have questions, email me them. I'll just continue to go through creating this game, and hopefully you'll be able to pick up some stuff from it. It's not a tutorial. You don't need to follow this. This is just kind of showing you things that you could do.